What's up, everybody? This is going to be a channel conversation. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I am available. Please just check the description box below. That's it. Follow me on Instagram. That's all I got. All right. Channel conversation. So in meditation today, the story was the transformation is complete. So I had a butterfly ring and I lost it. Like, this is also a type of butterfly, but I had another one, like a little white one that was in this area, and I lost it. I don't think that it's like lost like outside. I think it's somewhere here, but that was the message that forced me to sit and meditate when I lost the butterfly. First, because I was trying to look for it for real, but then because I like the ring. But then Spirit told me the transformation is complete. So a lot of you are, I almost get this energy like you're sitting idle. You know, it feels like you don't know what the next step is or what you're supposed to do. And it's not because of like a negative stagnant energy. It's because the metamorphosis has completed. Like I think butterflies, if my education serves me well, butterflies go through 4 stages of metamorphosis, right? It's like egg, and then like a larva, and then the crystallized, like that, I think it's called pupae, or I don't remember. I haven't been to school in a while. Okay. But when they get in the cocoon, right? And then the final stage is when they're a full butterfly. So there are 4 stages of metamorphosis that you have completed. 4 stages of something. You've completed a cycle here, all right? Because the message was the transformation is complete when I was trying to meditate on where I may have lost my ring. So there's nothing else to do, you know, like, at least not at this moment, because you have to adjust to this new body, to this new situation, right? It's like I need a good example outside of the butterfly. It's like when SpiderMan, right? When Peter Parker got bit by that spider, and he got mad feverish overnight, like he felt like he was damn near gonna die after the bite. And then, you know, when he woke up the next day, he felt different, but very healthy, very brand new. He didn't need his glasses anymore. Like, his sight became very sharp. He became extremely agile and stealth. And he knew, like, he looked at his body, and his body was like strong and cut and fit. But he was not used to this form, right? And he didn't realize, like, when he was shooting the webs, he didn't know how to control them. So then he went outside and did what? It's like he started to practice. Like, he started to see what he could do when he climbed up the side of the building and things like that. And so it's something like that. Like, it's completed, like the transformation is completed, but now there's this sort of idle state because you have to get used to your new body. You have to get used to, you know, you're not in a space where you realize just how much strength you have, how much stronger you are than before, or the potential, like, you know, right? Because it started very small like that for him, with climbing buildings and jumping across buildings and, you know, go web, go. So I remember when he was like practicing with the web, he didn't realize just how fucking strong it would be until, you know, trial and error. And then I say all of that to say, like, once he got used to his new body, then he became Spider-Man, right? Like, now the responsibilities that come with this new form, with this new body, is, you know, now is when life begins. So that's where a lot of you are right now. It can feel kind of like what the fuck am I doing or whatever. But don't, it's not a stagnancy. You know, I'm very getting strong that it is not that you're stagnant or that things are just not moving right now. Is that spirit is allotting you time to adjust to your new skin. You know, it's like you're a new person and they're giving you this time to adjust to that, because trust me, with every transformation, like it's for a reason. There is going to be a new level of responsibility at some point. My son is having a hard time with his building blocks. Enough. No, you're okay. Take a breather, step away from it, find something else to do, and then go try again. It's all right. See? You hit your head because you just foolishness. Relax. Okay, I'm working. So you see that? Some of you may get hurt, you know, like in the process of utilizing this new ability, this new body, this new mindset, this new environment. And it's okay. Again, it's trial and error. You have divine support behind this, okay? So do not get frustrated with yourself if, you know, it's, I don't know, it's like a baby learning how to walk, except you're not a baby, you're at some other level. You know what I'm getting down to? I'm getting in like Ocarina of Time. Okay, I played this game when I was really young. It was my favorite game of all time. It's from the Zelda franchise. And it was called Ocarina of Time. And there was, the channels are insane today. There was, there's a point where Link literally like wakes up from a spiritual state, right? Where he thought, I guess he thought he was like in a dream, in a coma and whatever, what the fuck. And he wakes up and he's a grown up now. Like he literally from one day to the next, he's an adult. And he was actually sleeping for like 7 years, but it's like that. It's like, you know, like waking up and being like, wait a minute. And then not to mention the fact that he thought that he was naturally from the forest. He thought he was one of the forest children natively. Like he thought he was born there and one of them. So those children don't grow. They stay small. Like even though they're age, but they stay like children. And he grew. So again, this was more a part of his journey, not even understanding yet what he was truly meant to do. And he wasn't really a child of the forest. He was born in Hyrule, and so he ages normally like everyone else that doesn't live in the sacred forest. So, but imagine his surprise waking up and seeing like that he's a grown-up. He never imagined that he would look like that someday. You understand? So it's something like that going on. Let's see what the cards have to say. Child. Is spirit allotting you time to grow? This can be is particularly important to feminine energy. Now, that's not just speaking to women, but the feminine energy, right? Like the yin that we all possess, even with man. Yeah, there's something here about you're mastering something. You've mastered something is what the situation is, or you're equipped for it now. And so the next time that it comes to you, you should be able to handle this with ease, or again, you're equipped for it. That's what I'm getting. You're equipped for this, whatever is coming. You're equipped now to this. See? You see the butterfly? The cycle's completion. That was the message. The transformation is complete was the exact words that Spirit gave me. It's interesting too because like I feel like this is something that took time. Granted, butterflies, when you look at it in comparison to other species, they don't live a very long life, but the process is quite extensive, and they can live, I think the longest life on a butterfly, depending on the species, is something like 13 months, like a little over a year. But in that year, they go through so much change. And the idea is that they create right? They mate and create more eggs to continue this process and continue the species down the line. All right, there's something about the winter as well. You know, in the winter, like in colder weather, you don't see a lot of butterflies because I don't think they can really survive in like freezing conditions. Like anything under, I want to say like 55 degrees, they can't really, Fahrenheit, they can't really survive. So they will tend to, you know, if they can find shelter, then they'll be okay. But ideally around the winter, it's over. Like most of them by then have mated, laid eggs, and they're ready to die type shit. So there's something like that, okay? And I think that for a lot of you, this has to do with like you being prepared for a home life, a family life, or some like adult thing, right? Like how to like some societal adult goal. I'll say it like that because everybody doesn't have the same goals and everybody doesn't want to abide by society and their standards. But that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like now you're ready for the home. Now you're ready for the family. Now you're ready for the marriage. Now you're ready for, you know, the career, the big thing that you've wanted for so long, but you were unequipped before. Now you are equipped to handle this like an adult, like in the way that you need to, you know? Okay, what's that? Let's see over here. Yeah, spark and renewal. I like that. You see that's on the bottom. So there's something, and it's exciting, right? There's an excitement attached to it. And I think that's because, like I said, some of you can feel kind of bored, kind of like, oh, what the fuck is happening? And I was just telling my friend yesterday, and I was talking about a conversation that I had with another friend. But I said it to her yesterday, and I'm like, sometimes stability can look like boredom. You know, sometimes being stable can look like you're the boring friend, or, you know, you don't have a lot going on, because what is there to do, right? I think the people that, and give me grace when I say this because I know it's not everybody's situation, but a lot of times the people that you see that can't stay still, like, they're not stable. You know what I mean? They have no stability for real. The niggas who's always outside 24 hours a day, the women who can't stay still, they want to be at every single event and this and that. That makes sense when we're like 20. It starts to make a little less sense when we're like 35. You know what I mean? Like, I have other things to do. As much as I want to, you know, be at my leisure and party every goddamn day, it's just not realistic because I have a home to maintain, I have a family to maintain, I have a job to get to, things of that nature. So a lot of times that's what it is. We look like, you know, we're the boring friend, or we're the, you know, that's another thing when it comes to romance. This is for somebody here. Like, you see the toxic entanglements and the tumultuous shit going all around, and it's just like, it's discouraging, honestly. Like, there's people, I mean, I recently learned that there's like a man pushing 60 right now who's still dating like he's 20, you know, I'll say that. And it's like, you're not done, but no, he's not, because in his mind, unfortunately, he has not gotten to that place. You know what I mean? And again, everybody doesn't want, that's just like, give me grace, because I know that everybody doesn't want the monogamous marriage and white picket fence and all that stuff. But then let's look at the other factors. Do you have your career in line? Are you doing what you love to do? Do you have a stable roof over your head? You know, are you investing in the right things? Is your family healthy and are they okay? Like, these are the things that I'm talking about. But for somebody, I know that it applies to love. It's like, you can't find a partner, you can't find a companion because these people are not on your level. And I feel like somebody maybe has even been told that you're boring or you don't excite them or something like that. And it's because you have your shit together and they don't. You understand? That's what's wrong now. Like, these people are out here and it's exciting for them to catch their partner with somebody else. It's exciting for them to have a bunch of people drooling over them and feeling like they somebody. It's exciting for them to be drunk all day, every day, in the street for several hours, just gallivanting through the damn hood like a bunch of fucking teenagers. But it's not, that's excitement for you? No, exciting for me is like, I went to a vineyard the other day. and I had wine, and I enjoyed beautiful scenery by a fucking mountain. And I was about, around, I was in the presence of established and healthy people and connections. You understand? So it's like, that for me is exciting, but it might look boring to somebody who is at the club every night throwing hundreds of dollars at the stripper, but then they going home to the mattress on the floor, and it's no shade. But I'm talking about priorities, right? Because we all been on that mattress on the floor. I know I have. I definitely have. So don't feel like I'm coming for somebody. But it's like priorities. You understand? And I don't expect somebody who's young to really have those priorities in place. But once you start getting up there in your 30s and 40s and the light bulb still hasn't gone on for you, just don't let nobody make you feel like there's something wrong with you because you're healthy and stable in your situations. Go back over there, because don't play with me. Thank you. Let's see. Exactly. I'm telling you, the feminine energy is serious here. Somebody, you have a son and a daughter. You have both. You have both. You love your kids really. Like, this is about, I think a lot of you are, like I said, you're coming ready. You're finally ready to maintain this family. Because this looks like mother, daughter, son, very clear to me. Mother and children, father and children, a home, however, right? It could be some of you as well are a single mother, and maybe you didn't know, you blamed yourself for that for a long time, and I don't know what's wrong. I have a lip gloss on for this. Anyway, you blamed yourself for a long time. You felt like, you couldn't get a rhythm and a rhyme, but now you have. It's like you've mastered this. You got it. It's finally at a level where you feel like, okay, things are flowing, things are going well, everybody's good. I'm not struggling no more. You've learned how to save. You've learned how to properly, delegate. You learned how to prioritize, and now you get to enjoy this life. I do feel that spirit is sending in support for you as well. So those of you who have been looking for a village, looking for love, looking for companionship, it's coming. And it's coming because you didn't settle. And through your metamorphosis, you didn't fall into temptation. You didn't lean back. You didn't fall back. You didn't go backwards. And you're going to be rewarded for this. You will be rewarded for this. I'm telling you. Yeah, you see? Big Mama was on the split. Now you have that with 2 of coins. What's behind that? Yeah, you have a descent. I'm not playing. The cards that followed that 2 of coins were the Bishop Mason and the 10 of coins. There is an opportunity here to create legacy, stability, permanence, the things that you're looking for. Whether that's with a companion or not. For a lot of you, I feel like, yes. If it's not with a companion, this could be, if it's not love, what the hell is going on? And I just can't get it off. There's like a hair from my hair, like when I was wrapping it, I had the lip gloss on and it's stuck. And you know how that goes. Moving forward. For those of you that this isn't about love or companionship, you can be entering a business contract. Okay? A really important one. And I think that you, again, I think before in time, for those of you that this applies to, you have made investments in the past that were not good ones. You have made investments in the past that maybe you jumped in impulsively, or you jumped in not knowing enough and they failed and or fell short, right? And this time now you are equipped. Some of you have completed school, you've graduated college, you've got some sort of trade degree, or you've learned something. And now is when you can apply this into your real life. Now is when, with this new skin, this new armor, this transformation, you're able to say, I'm ready for this now, right? Like, I can go into this now. And Spirit is aligning it for you. Some of you are going to get approved for a very big loan, I see here. All right, you could be in the banks. This could be so many things, right? But I'm seeing like financial institutions. With Bishop Mason here, it feels like a big entity. Like, could be church as well. For those of you who are getting married, I just heard inauguration. I don't know if there's a politician that you know or something, or you're into politics, or it could be that I don't know. It could be whoever you're voting for is about to whatever. Because I just heard inauguration. I don't even know what the fuck that has to do. But again, maybe what do I know? I can't talk. Mercury is struggling. We're struggling with Mercury. But what do I know, right? It could be maybe you're in politics. Maybe somebody here is a judge or about to be a judge. Like they went to school. They were a lawyer for several years. Now they're going to work in a different part of the judicial system. Something about social policies, inauguration, and politics is coming up now. All right. So take that how it resonates for you. Could be symbolic, could be literal. All right. Let's see what kind of advice Spirit has for you. And I want to get you guys a star seed as well. Oh, yeah. Star seed, yeah. Sorry, y'all. I'm supposed to just be... When I do channel conversations, I don't always do cards. But I felt called to do cards. So, I want to get you advice from these. There's something like really... There's a passion, there's like sacral chakra attached to this. So it's like something that you have been very passionate about, always wanted to do, and you're gonna love whatever this is. Like it's going to be, you're gonna have a very fulfilling life. You know, whatever this is, it brings so much fulfillment and longevity and prosperity and all the things into your life, and it's because you were ready for it. You're well equipped for this. Like you're ready for this party of life. You're ready for this phase. The transformation is complete. What's your advice here? Exactly. Ace of Wands. You see that? Ace of Wands. Like it's a yes. Whatever it is, it's a yes. Okay. One more card with this. Yo. And they're all, I can't show the cards because I chose to use my sexual deck for this. Again, because of the passion part that I felt attached to it. But I will tell you, you got the Hierophant, the Hangman, the Ace of Wands. That's all major arcana, by the way. And the Hierophant has come up twice because Bishop Mason is like the same energy. That's that big entity. That's that, first of all, the Hierophant is a card of mastery as well. Like, he's enlightened to the highest degree right before God. So it's like, I'm telling you, whether it's marriage, owning a home, building, owning a business, something here is like, and you're going to love it because you went through the process. You've learned something with Hangman, right? That perspective, like you've went, the transformation is complete. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. Starseed, and I'm out. I'm out because I'm just rambling now. Thank you. Inner Earth, you'll survive this. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. If that'll make sense with everything I just said. I don't know. I feel like also, I mean to say like, you have survived this because the transformation is complete, remember. So new solutions and beginnings. And it looks beautiful there. Inner Earth is like, ain't that where like all the rich people live? All the 1%, they live somewhere in Middle Earth. Don't shoot me, government. Not yet. I'm not that famous. All right. Love, light, and abundance.